In this video, I'm taking a look at a 3D mask bracket. It's a support frame that keeps the mask from touching your face as much. So check out a couple of detailed images and then we'll talk more about how this works. Alright, so we're taking a look at this mask bracket. As you can see, it's got a taper design at the top. It's wider at the bottom. So this portion actually goes up near your nose, and obviously it has that 3D effect, that curvature that's going to pull the mask away from your face to some degree to allow you not to have to worry about touching your lips, your nose, the itchiness that comes with some of the fibers that I've found on some of these masks. It doesn't take long if you are doing one of these numbers or you're moving the mask. This thing will start to maybe disintegrate, I guess. The fibers will touch your nose. It'll be very ticklish, very irritating. So not a very pleasant experience whatsoever. Now, it is a harder shell plastic, and that makes it easy to clean and very durable. So if you bend it or whatever, it's not going to break very easily. You'd have to really put some effort and really squeeze it really difficult, really hard. It'd be difficult to break. So it comes in a little bag. There's 5 of those available, similar to a milk carton as far as the actual feel of it. And if you're looking for absolute 100% coverage, protection, and everything, you probably shouldn't use any of these, because any of these can introduce small openings in different areas, especially depending on the mask and the size, because some people use custom masks. So it may create a opening. If you're worried about the absolute best coverage, just don't use one of these type devices. Once you get it positioned fairly well, you can very easily minimize the amount that actually creates an issue. So this is what it looks like when it's clipped in. It actually clips on the top and the bottom of the mask, and there's little teeth on there. So these things, I mean, it's not coming off. It takes a little effort to get on, and it takes a little effort to get it back off. But once it's on there, it does quite well. The only thing that I've noticed about this is the bridge of your nose will touch the mask, and maybe even the tip of your nose will touch the mask somewhat. So I'll put this on. You can not really notice it's there unless you know what you're looking for. Again, here it's not really open much, but it may be a little more open here than it would be without the actual mask bracket in place. The bottom seals pretty well. The top seals pretty well. I've had no fogging issues with my glasses. Every other version, I've tried 2 other versions, and they do cause fogging. I've never found a way around that. It's kind of hit and miss how often that happens. So maybe it just fluctuates with weather, humidity, and such like that. But I can tell you, this is probably now my favorite, because the first one clipped into the little pleats in the mask, and I liked it, but it moved around, and you could feel it, on your face, because it was sort of a, not circular, but more of a circular style. The second one was very similar with a circular style, but it had loops on the side, and the mask loops would go through those loops, and therefore it wouldn't really move very much. It could move a little up and down, but not too bad, and that was cool, but you could feel it on your face, and that was my only real complaint about that. This one, I barely feel the plastic up in this area, and after a minute or 2, I don't really notice that anymore, so that's good. Again, less fogging issues. Maybe it will still happen at some point, but I've not experienced it so far, and you don't feel anything really coming in contact with your face the same way as the other masks. So I really appreciate that aspect. And because it doesn't move around, that's also very nice. So that's what it looks like. And there's little clips. They have little teeth in there. So again, it's a little difficult to get off and on, but definitely worth it. And if you happen to use a cloth mask that you get homemade or store-bought, or a lot of people are making them these days, You can get them from a variety of places. You can actually use those as well with no issue. And this one, because of the length of it, actually provides better coverage in a lot of ways than this, although the filtration aspect is going to be different, obviously. But there's also no metal piece here, but these tend to help keep this formed because it doesn't slide around unless you purposely slide it around. And if I wanted to, I could move that, and you can see how much more substantial this piece is. If I shorten that up. So, and if I turn it around, you can see it better because it contrasts really well. But yeah, overall, of the 3 different versions I've tried, this is my favorite because less surface contact. Although there is that slight contact with the nose, I don't find that annoying because it just lays on the bridge and tip of the nose more so, not underneath, where a regular mask, when it doesn't have any type of support frame, I find does bother my nose right in this area. And I guess that's pretty much it. It just works really well, and there's a link below the video. You can check out more about this, anything I may have missed. And otherwise, thanks for watching.